Hi there, I'm Sphinx Akashaa, the champion of Bards, and the creator and proprietor of the Everbright Archive. We like to tell stories here, and the best stories are told with a cup of hot, soothing tea. I'm really proud that our show is affiliated with one of the best tea shops in the multiverse, Friday Afternoon Tea. They're a fantastic family-owned company based right here out of the Pacific Northwest, and they offer amazing teas and tea blends that are made for geeks and by geeks. They specialize in incredible blends based on some of your favorite fandoms. My favorite tea right now is called Number 9 for the Tomb. It's an aged white tea inspired by Tamsin Muir's Locked Tomb trilogy, and that's just one of the fandoms this tea shop is inspired by. To learn more and get some amazing teas of your own, visit FridayTea.com and use the code MULTIVERSE. That's MULTEAVERSE at checkout to get 10% off your total purchase, because we're friends now. See you out there on the Storied Path.
Within each of us is a storyteller, and a story waiting to be told. Universes of our own making that we breathe into life with our very being.
And we tell these stories to live, to relate, to entertain, to understand, and to connect. For we are the stories that help others to understand themselves.
We tell stories that are funny, sad, heroic, common, and fantastical. For we are all these things and more.
And when we come together, share our universes with one another, we create something special. We create a multiverse.
Here, at the center of the multiverse,
we welcome you to sit,
get cozy,
and listen
as we traverse the storied path. Here, we welcome you to the Everbright Archive.
And welcome. Hello there, Wayfarers, and welcome back to another amazing, exciting, and awesome episode of our Crit Award-nominated podcast, The Everbright Archive. I am, as always, your host and your current storyteller, Sphinx Akashaa, your current champion of bards. What's happening, Bryn?
I'm saying amp yourself up more.
If you don't do it, I'll do it for you. If you don't do it.
Diamond, do it! Take over.
Diamond,
right
do
now.
it.
Let's go, Diamond!
Welcome, Wayfarers, to the, of course, Crit Award nominated TTRPG Anthology podcast. Did you know that we're nominated for a sound design Crit Award? Because we have the most iconic, the most beloved, the most talented, the most dedicated sound designer, audio editor, video editor, the person who puts together those amazing behind the scenes clips, reels, and everything else on social media. You might have seen his beautiful, beautiful face. That glory that is beholden to all of us mere mortals. The eternalness, the astounding elegance, and that bombastic attitude that will make everybody turn their heads, sit down, and listen. The most comforting voice you can find on this part of the multiverse, the one, the only, and apparently the only one in the entire multiverse, because of some lore we got once upon a time, our current champion of bards, my Sphinx Akashaa and yours. Our storyteller of this cycle, but also the storyteller of all seasons, the one proprietor of the Everbright Archive. So join me in welcoming him as we go into this next episode that is full of chaos, combat, and maybe a little bit of necromancy if you want to be spicy. I wonder what voices he will have for us today and what NPCs we will meet along this fantastic tale that he is going to weave for us in the Fabula Ultima system for the last story. Back to you, Sphinx.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know how to follow that. I had a whole thing prepared, and I just toss that.
And most Sphinx buffers, make sure to
you.
check out Friday Afternoon Tea with the code Multiverse. He's got a whole selection of recommendations on the website, so and they're really good too.
Like the icon he is.
That beautiful, beautiful man, Sphinx Akashaa.
That beautiful, beautiful man.
Speaking of, where's that crown? I'm pretty sure I passed you a crown through TikTok.
Oh, hang on.
Our storyteller of all seasons, and for this first cycle, is grabbing his crown that has been passed to him by the iconicness that is Brynniursa. We can talk a little bit about what we think is in store for us for this episode. As a little tangent, we're doing combat today, guys. We're doing combat.
We are doing combat, and we actually talked about this on oh snap, I forgot the name of it.
Tea at the
What's the
table.
name of it? Tea at the Table. We actually also talked about this at Tea at the Table, and I've been thinking more. I really think we're going to be fighting trees. I really think we're going to be fighting trees.
Here's the thing, guys. We don't know that we're getting into combat, right? Like we could. What if we talk things out and make friends?
Try it, Malachi.
Let's go, Malachi.
I'm pushing you front and center.
I got an ability that you can go directly after me. Bet you want to talk?
Go offer them
can
lemon
talk.
water.
There we go.
Oh, let me get this straight. You want me to talk to the trees after the fire starter goes? Really? You think that's a smart idea?
Why are you so mean to Lysandra?
I did not. I
You
did not use the A word. I did not use the A word.
Look at your crown. I know we're a podcast, but like sometimes there's video elements to this.
Look at that crown.
There is in fact a crown, as he should. He should. Oh, my phone just went off.
It's a fantastic crown, everyone.
You guys do
Crown
realize
fit for
now
a king.
that I'm like, every time you do this and hype me up, I'm just gonna save these videos for myself so that whenever I
As
feel
you should.
As you should.
Absolutely.
I will play these for myself.
I don't know if this is TMI. I have a folder like that where some people hyped me up. I keep it in that folder. I actually printed one comment out. And I keep it right here above my desk.
You printed it out? Oh.
I printed it out because it was... I'll read it to you. Not to get us off track. I can
Good.
Okay, but something about this video had me searching for it for the last 6 hours. And I'm crying now. This is lovely. I'm like, oh, somebody liked it enough to search for 6 hours.
That's amazing.
So,
Oh, man.
you're not alone, Sphinx.
Yay. Oh. Well, before we get into our episode, let me introduce. It's my turn now to introduce my amazing cast, who are here to in turn to be a part of this story. In turn, tell their own stories, as well as they vie for my title of the Champion of Bards. Now, we're going to start with the smooth, the debonair, the ecstatically eloquent, affluently afroed, devastatingly handsome, bardic sweet tea.
How dare you?
I dare.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sweet Tea. I can be found on all the socials at Bardic Sweet Tea, and I'm happy to be here, as I am always happy to be here. Today, I shall be playing the ever-cultured and theatrical Malachi Davis.
Oh, amazing.
Yes,
Amazing. Next, I will present to you the beautiful, the ever-sparkling, the always effervescent, the eternally iconic the, in all caps, the Brynniursa.
Hey, hello. I am Brynniursa. I am here, and I'm happy to be here. I play Jodie Banker, the Moth.
Moth.
Moth. On this cycle of the Everbright Archive. And I'm so happy to be here. Let's go. We're going to fight trees, maybe.
And lastly, but certainly not leastly, the lovely, the fantastic, the gorgeous. Your diamond, my diamond, Madness Diamond.
I'm Madness Diamond, but since we're friends now, you can call me Diamond. I use they, she pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Lysandra Agni, who also uses they, she pronouns, who is very excited to see where this is going and currently is bonded to 2 NPCs who are with us and is just here to matchmake some love and make some new friends and maybe get an undead puppy as a friend. Because, you know, cats from me.
I love that. We are back once again for episode 9 of this, our first mini campaign called The Last Story, as you heard earlier. I was going to go ahead and give a quick shout out to our friends and our sponsors and affiliates over at Friday Afternoon Tea, but that's already happened. You guys already did that while I was off looking for my crown and also buffering. So I will just reiterate, just check out their website, fridaytea.com. Use our code MULTIVERSE, that's MULTEAVERSE, and get yourself 10% off of your total purchase at checkout. Just come and be thirsty nerds with us, and enjoy all their wonderful tea blends. So when we were last here, our heroes, who had been summoned from their own multiversal version of Earth, had gone through training for 6 months, rigorous training with the Circle, the organization that both protects Phaedos and also aids and protects the summoned when they arrive. They get themselves to the capital city of the nation of Solim, the kingdom of Solim, rather, called the Dawn Seed, where they receive a message from the creator of the world, their target, their BBEG, the Guided Dreamer himself, where he formally introduces himself to our party of heroes. He also declares that no matter what happens, whether or not they succeed or fail, that they will be the last summons. This will be the last story of Phaedos, because he will, if you all fail, he will destroy the world. So you have extra motivation. You also have a companion with you that you discovered, a young goblin boy who has been transmogrified somehow into a little orb drone. His name is Curator, like his older sister, whom you all have met, and is a genius tinkerer, much like his sister. Except his name is spelled differently. His is spelled with a C, and his sister is spelled with a K. That's not confusing. It certainly isn't confusing at dinner time in that household. But you all got yourselves some griffins, which on this world are called Hirtus, and were sent out to the dead forest west of the city and west of the Serpentine Mountains to meet up with a very, very powerful necromancer called Lysandra Amelium, who, as it turns out, much like Calizephren and Iki, the head of the Circle, are part of the group of heroes that were first summoned to Phaedos over 10,000 years ago. So that they're old and potentially very, very, very powerful. even though they weren't actually able to defeat the Guided Dreamer, which, you know, that begs some questions, certainly. But on your way to the mountains, so to cross the mountains to get over to the Dead Forest, you took a break. You camped out and encountered a lovely kobold gentleman by the name of Richard. Full name Richard Ears, who is the kobolds in my world, much like the kobolds in the Delicious and Dungeon, are dog people. And our good boy Richard is a Rockwaller kobold who has a mechanical arm for a right arm. You learned that Richard knows Lysandra, as he once traveled with the party that escorted her back to her home within the Dead Forest. And he has offered to escort you all to her home there, as he knows the way, even though sometimes the Dead Forest can be a bit wonky. As you were crossing over into the Serpentine Mountains, and Richard had gone over to retrieve some materials from his old home, you encountered a group of kobolds from another tribe who are dead set on taking your stuff and possibly your lives if you let them. And that is where we will begin our episode. You stand in this craggy clearing, about 10, maybe 20 feet away from this other group of kobolds. They are wolf-like in appearance. Some of them are wearing armor. A couple of them are wearing bits of like leather armor. A couple of them are wearing robes and carrying their own wizard staffs or books. Their leader stands in front of you and his teeth are bared. There's a bit of a snarl. You'll want to give us your things, and we might just let you go. Maybe, if you ask us real nice-like.
No. Oh. Wrong character. I'm so sorry.
Prediction masked character comes out of nowhere.
It really did. You know who it was.
Completely different game system.
Oh,
Did you love it when that happened?
I do.
Shh, go, Malachi. I'm making myself together.
Okay. Oh gosh. Would this character be considered hostile?
Yeah, he looks like he'd be pretty hostile. Like I said, he's got his teeth bared. Like he's in kind of an aggressive posture. Can't remember if he has any weapons or not. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's carrying a pair of these really, really wicked-looking daggers, one in each hand.
Okay. Pardon, friend. I don't mean to step on your moments. You're very dramatic, and I'm loving everything about this. If you wouldn't mind, we could compromise. I just made tacos. Would you like some?
He sniffs the air. I smell your tacos. What else you got willing to give us?
Oh. Guys,
I
what
also
else do we
smell.
have?
I'm also smelling
bit of coin on you.
Now, hold on now. How would you like... And she turns to Lysandra as if asking permission if she can run something by them that Lysandra could possibly... Like, giving her best way to be like, I'm about to... And like tries to do with her hands like a symbol for atmosphere.
Oh, yes.
Or like being like, we have someone that is very good at giving hope and a good atmosphere if you're looking to delve into the realm of romance.
It is fine. I got this. And Lysandra just kind of like leans up against the staff and just kind of bats their eyes. It's just like, you look lonely. I could fix that.
Oh my god.
Are you offering yourself?
Oh no.
I mean, you're quite nice to look at.
Well, thank you. But no, I imagine there is someone in your life you would like to have companionship with, and I can make sure that happens. As long as there is a kindling that can be lit on fire. But this also requires you letting us keep our stuff. If not, we will in fact have to use hostile forge. But we would not like you. I am a matchmaker. I believe in love, and I would like you to have hope and love and romance in your life. So if you would like to have that instead, then we can work something out. If not, please let me know immediately, because, it is nice. I would actually like to dance with you. It seems like it might be a little bit fun. Are you a good dancer?
Oh, you want to dance?
Are you?
You want to dance, do you?
And he slides his blades against each other.
Oh, I'm a lovely dancer.
How about you and I dance together a little bit, and we can decide how we want to settle this? Huh? Just a little duet.
I feel like you and I were talking about two completely different things.
Oh, no, I am not. And Lysandra just basically taps the staff and two blades come out the top of it. Do you want to dance with me?
Right. We're not talking about two different things. Well, boys, it looks like we're on!
Just you and I. I do not dance in groups.
Yeah, that's kind of
I was
really
inviting you to dance. Now you're inviting other people? All right, never mind.
Oh, you and I, we can dance, but your friends are going to dance with my friends.
Jodie? Are you two going to accept their invite to dance? Because I'm preoccupied.
Now, hold on. You sure this is how you want it to go? And Jodie stretches. 2 books appear on her arms. Because I can teach you a lesson or two if you want to do this the easy way.
You want?
Which is, this dance that you're wanting. The hard way is me parting with my lovely tacos. That is a big sacrifice for me. But all of us will have no problem winning this little tango.
You sound quite confident, you and your books there. Wonder exactly how much damage you can do with those, little Miss Bookworm.
Oh man, Wisdom is chasing you, but you're running too fast, buddy.
Oh no, it is because it was raining, Wisdom, and he had an umbrella.
Oh!
And Carrera kind of lifts up from behind you, Lysandra, and goes,
Is this what they call a dance party?
It is a kind of dance party.
I think I know the steps to this one.
Would you like to ask someone to dance?
Well. Hello there. It is I, your most enthusiastic antagonist, the Guided Dreamer. And you are listening to the Everbright Archive, an the campaign, The Last Story. If our heroes are not careful, it will be their last story as well. Now, let's see what they're up to, shall we?
I think I'm gonna just kind of, as the kids say, vibe around and do my thing.
I'm so proud of you. You make me so proud.
And you see Carrera, the light kind of beams this like lovely like yellowish orange color, and then it begins to strobe like a strobe light.
Rave party.
And Richard just kind of looks at everyone. So just so I'm clear, the dancing is a euphemism for the fighting, right? Is that what's happening?
We scrapping.
You got it.
Okay, and he pushes the robot arm forward. The hands, the fingers slide apart, slide back, and this magic cannon forms out of the wrist and begins to like slowly rotate. Great, I know the steps of this one too.
Make sure you do it with style and flair.
And style and flair, and well, I would say with really, really cool hair, but you guys have that covered. And I will have everyone partake of the group initiative. So who will be leading this combat initiative?
Who has the best?
Probably the one who wants to
Who
dance.
has the best dex between us? Is it me?
So I was gonna say,
It is.
I think it is you.
Mine's a
Yeah.
D8.
Mine's a D6.
So, it is. What is the roll we make for this?
I believe it is Dex plus Insight.
That's not as good as it could have been. A 10.
Let's see. That's still pretty good. All right. Let's see. 8 out of 10. Okay. Let me roll his. And then everyone else who rolls above a 10 will add +1 to that initiative roll.
So what are we rolling
Dex
right now?
Insight.
Dex plus Insight.
Dex and Insight. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I have a 13.
5.
Oh no.
Oh wait, so that means I had a +1, so it's a 14. Right? You said I had +1.
Well, we add +1
Group
to
initiative.
to Lysandra's initiative.
Oh, okay.
So we do not add +1 for what I rolled.
So we have a
Correct.
total of 11 between the three of us.
Okay, I also our group also got an 11. So Lysandra and the leader of the Kobolds will roll one more time to tiebreak. Okay.
$14. Did you get 14 again?
We have to roll again because I also got a 14.
Son of a biscuit!
I saw the 8 and the 6 come up and I'm like, no. That's
This is great.
because I also rolled an 8 and a 6.
Third time's the charm, it's fine. 10 again.
7 and 3. 10 total. Rolled 14
Okay.
again. So the Kobolds will go first.
Alrighty.
That's so funny.
All right. That was hilarious. Begin, and the opponents will start. Awesome. All right. Well, let me bring us over to the fight screen. Whee. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Let me get a D6 real quick here. All right. Determine who our baddie is going after first. Okay, Batty is going after Jodie first. So he's going to run at you with his daggers, and he's going to attempt to hit you twice, Jodie. As he starts, he comes at you and kind of spins around in a bit of a cyclone. Wait, no, he's not coming after Jodie because he promised to dance with Lysandra. So he's going after Lysandra. Like, how's this for the opening number? And spins around with both daggers out to try and slash. So we'll roll for the first attack. That'll be a 13 versus your armor.
Against my defense?
Against your
so
defense,
that hits.
Yeah. Okay, that'll be 8 damage to you then. And then the second time around, 16 will likely hit you if 13 did. And that second one will do 13 points of damage. So he spins around and hits you twice. Once kind of in the side, and the second time across the bicep.
I think I messed up my thingamajig. Ah! Come on. Make your thing.
Not your thingy-majig.
Not the thingy-majig.
Did you already input the hit point thing? When you were saying it?
I did not.
I don't think my hit points were fixed since the last combat we had, maybe?
I thought I had. Let's.
I'll
go ahead and full heal you, and then we can enter it in again.
So 8 and then 13, I think is what you said? Bad.
Yeah.
It's fun having tech issues. Trying to learn a new software. 1 minus. Doing math. Okay.
Cool. So that will, and he will kind of snarl at you, and it'll take the blade that he sliced you with, that's done the most damage. It has the most blood on it, and he'll slowly lick the blade and some of the blood off. Lovely first steps. That will end his turn. Who of your side will go first?
I see.
Oh.
You want me to go first?
I would say, would Lysandra pay back?
Yes, because I want you to get that person back. Get him.
Okay. Now, when it comes to abilities that I have from my mutations, what does it take to activate them?
So your Theriaform and Petrotheria mutations?
Yeah, so my,
let's see. Which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at using Tachytheria, which is the one that makes me agile and quick.
Okay.
Because it doesn't say if they're instantaneous, but it does. I remember it saying that I do have to activate them.
So you treat your dexterity with 1 die size higher. When you succeed on a check to advance or turn back a clock, that check includes dexterity. You may fill or erase 1 additional section of the clock.
Because it just raises my dex dice.
That one is... Yeah, that one just raises your dex dice. Let me see. I don't recall there being instruction on how to activate that, but let me take a look. Let's take a look. Various forms. You just use the skill Theriformorphous and then choose which skill you use.
Okay.
And it lasts until the end of the scene.
Bet. So I'm going to use the skill for Theriformorphous.
And it's it says you may use an action and spend 1/3 of your current hit points rounded down to manifest the effects of up to 2 Theria forms you've learned. That's the activation. Okay.
What is 1/3 of 30? Is that just 10?
Yes.
And I'll spend it. And I'll activate both of those as... So I'm going to be able to fly, and I'll be able to boost my Dex dice. So I have now hit below crisis.
You are officially in
because
crisis.
it's dramatic.
And that was
And I'm nothing if not dramatic.
So describe to us how that happens. How you make this work, because this is your action.
It is basically it's just kind of like shaking off the 2 hits that we're taking, because it's like, oh, those feel very different from the automaton fight. This was actually very fun. You know what? Let's have it a little bit of extra fun. And it's like rolling the shoulders and the wings come out, but the wings this time, because they're always there, but the wings this time do have more of like a musculature to them to actually allow for flight now. They're not for show anymore. And it's the something visually and almost the aura that Lysandra is putting off is very much like that crackling and popping of a fire to show off kind of the gracefulness and the agility that they now have in that dexterity die boost. And so now it's just more of the, all right, well, you got in a good hit. I liked the good hit. We're going to have a little bit of fun in a moment. So if I use my action, can I still use something that is instantaneous?
Yes.
Sweet. So I think I have something that is an instant.
You can also use your inventory points instantaneously as well to create a potion to immediately heal yourself if you would like.
I've never done that before. Let's do that.
Cool.
How does that work?
So you would spend, in order to do that, you would be creating what's called a remedy, or pulling a remedy from out of your pack very quickly, and that would heal you 50 hit points.
How many inventory points would that be?
3.
I think the only person who used inventory points was Blaidd before.
Yeah.
So I'm now back up to full. So yeah, it's just kind of that bouncing, and then the wings pop out, and then it's just popping the cork on a potion and just downing that, and it's like, all right. It's nice to be able to see what you can do. That was actually very interesting. I liked being able to see that. You shouldn't lick those, though, especially if your daggers are poisoned. That could be very funny later. Because you also don't know if I'm poisoned. And it's just the smile and the laugh.
And he... Make me an insight plus willpower check.
It's very much Lysandra playing off the fact of, like, this is not what normal... I think it's Lawpin? Bunny people?
Yeah.
Insight willpower. It's supposed to be a joke, but it also might be extra funny. 9.
Yeah. 9. He kind of gives you a smirk and says, I'll be sure to watch for that.
You should. It makes it more fun that way.
And that will, I'm assuming that will end your turn. Very cool. He is going, let's see, Kobold Mage is then going to go after Jodie.
I knock on your door.
Hello.
Hello.
Pick some of
Who is it?
And he is going to, with his with his staff, you see this aura of like mist form around, and these this shard of ice suddenly forms in front of the orb, and he will push both of his hands with the hand holding the staff and the hand just behind the shard out in your direction as he throws a frozen shard at you. Does 13 hit your magic defense?
Dang it. It does. It does hit my magic defense.
Okay.
Except it is reduced by, whatever you do is reduced by 3 points.
Oh, okay then.
Because of my defensive mastery. As long as I have shield or martial armor and I'm using my double shields, all damage, and I'm reading it as all damage, is reduced by skill level, which I have 3.
Okay. So that will take, you will take 15 points of ice damage, minus 3 because of your defensive mastery. So 12 points of ice damage, and you will suffer slow.
12 points of ice damage?
Yeah.
For the record, what does slow do?
Slow will reduce your dexterity die size by 1. So it can't reduce it any further than that, because your dex is already at a d6.
She literally can't be slower.
Cannot be slower.
I'm mighty, not fast.
Fair enough. But yeah, you see him, and he kind of looks at you as he is expecting the slow to take effect. That was supposed to work differently, and it did not. But still hurt. Still hurt. All right, who's going next?
Jodie, would you like to go?
I would love to go. Alright, so I'm going to attempt a flash of insight, and I'm going to go broad for the whole location.
Oh, okay.
Just in general, because it says I can investigate creature, item, or location, so I'd like to just attempt to just see what could be to our advantage or to their disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt this. So I'm doesn't tell me. It says
Study is insight plus insight.
okay, insight plus insight. Alright, so rolling a check. Insight plus insight. Roll check. Don't get it.
You got it.
Oh, wait, I did get it.
Got it right on the dot. So for those of so for everyone listening, Flash of Insight works when you roll a 13 or higher on a check performed to investigate a creature, item, or location, which also includes using the study action during a conflict. You may ask the storyteller up to whatever your skill level is, a number of questions concerning the subject of your investigation. Jodie has maxed out her Flash of Insight, so she gets to ask me 3 questions.
All right. The world slows around her as she performs another shoulder circulation, her wings appearing and fluttering around them. Her gaze goes from Lysandra to their dance partner to all these enemies surrounding them. What, Game Master, is an obvious weak point that they have?
Ooh, okay. Let's take a look. You find two very obvious weak points. The first is they're vulnerable to ice, and they are also vulnerable to lightning or shock damage. No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's not lightning, it's air. I misread that symbology.
Air. Ice and air.
Yeah.
Second thing. Are there any traps in the environment around us that they have preset ahead of time?
Yes. You notice that there is a boulder trap not far from where they're standing. You notice that by noticing first the very, very thin line of wire not far from where the mages are sitting that leads up the side of the crag to a collection of boulders being held back by a fairly flimsy plank of wood.
I just have one more question left. Okay, vulnerable to ice and air. There's a boulder trap. Is there anything in the environments that we can use to our advantage?
Yes, you can use the boulder trap.
Oh!
There are also a number of rocks and things that could give you cover, which would then reduce some damage. They would act as, well, not so much reduce damage, but reduce your chances of being hit, which would act as guard.
And I imagine that we have trained together. Like, we've come together as a team to practice.
Absolutely, you have.
And Jodie adjusts her glasses ever so slightly, which is a silent signal that, hey, I've noticed something. And then she does a series of signals which point out where to go for cover. And then kind of nods her head towards the pile of boulders. Just communicating. Might be ending this rather quick. So, in that she's hoping to convey go for cover, I'm going for that trap that they tried to set for us. And can I move during my turn because I used my flash of insight?
You're there because there is no movement in Fabula Ultima. You can theater. Okay. It's movement is all theater of the mind, so you can move wherever you want.
And while she's done all this to get their attention, because she doesn't assume that Lysandra is focused on her when she's dancing with Dancy Mick sword hands over there. So she does all of this after she makes a big show about flying up, like makes her wings deliberately loud, makes a dust movement, and then only they know that the glasses, the over-the-top anime glasses motion means I have something.
And with the way you flew up and like had the dust, the kobolds weren't expecting that. So they're all.
And she starts heading towards, like, not being too obvious about it, except to those mages that are sat by it.
Mm-hmm.
She's using the dust cover to start heading towards those boulders and is waiting for her team to get into place so that she can set the trap for them.
I like it. All right. I'm going to roll to see if one of your companions gets to do anything. High roll, they both do. Low roll, only one of them do. Why did that go cocked? That's so dumb. Okay. So only one of them does. And I rolled a natural 1 on that. So I am going to choose Curator. Carrera's gonna quickly move behind behind Lysandra to behind the kobold that she's dancing with. And Carrera will simply go,
"Here's a nice surprise."
And you see this little, like, skinny arm with a claw attached to a pincer attached to it. And you see it appear and move towards the kobold. And Lysandra, since you're right there, you can see the arc of electricity between the 2 points of the pincer as it reaches towards the kobold's neck.
Baby Carrera has a taser?
Yes.
It would appear to be the case.
And with a 26 towards the mage's, towards the demi-kobold's magic defense, that will hit for a total of 22 points of electric damage.
Dang.
As you just hear the zzz, and you see Lysandra, the kobold, suddenly shoot up to attention.
Told you I might be poisonous.
And you see, and there are sparks now just kind of like flying off of him, sparks kind of moving off of the blades. And I'm actually going to make a roll here. I'm going to make a willpower plus willpower roll on this this guy. Okay. Let's see if he can hold on to those blades. Yep, he goes rigid, but rigid enough to where it just his grip on the blades tighten. So that will end Carrera's turn as he kind of hovers just past out of the kobold's reach and goes.
Quite a shock to your system, wasn't it?
And
Static would be proud.
Eternally proud.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. All right, so there's a smaller kobold amongst them that just kind of shit, and he will kind of run forward with a spear and will go after Malachi with that spear.
Rude. But I accept your challenge.
14 versus your physical defense.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He will strike you in the shoulder for 12 points of physical damage.
No! How will I do jazz hands?
I don't know what jazz hands are, but you won't! Ha!
You said that was 14 damage, you said?
12.
12 damage, my apologies.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Well, it's really easy. I can show you again if you want.
No, that won't be necessary. I appreciate the demonstration the first time.
Okay then. That will end the kobold's turn. Who's going next?
It would be me. Now, I assume I saw Jodie's hint about the rock.
Absolutely, you did. All of you did.
Okay. I'm going to assume, I might be wrong, but I'm going to assume that she's going to have to shoot something at it in order to activate it.
That's a fair assumption.
And correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably going to be a dexterity roll to do a ranged attack, correct?
That's a fair assumption as well.
All these assumptions. So I'm going to look at Jodie and be like, Jodie, don't throw away your shot. I'm going to activate Awaken. I'm going to cast Awaken to increase her dexterity roll by 1 die size.
Nice.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to run for cover.
You increase your dex. Boom. So you now get a D8. I think that also increases your defense as well.
Oh, that's nice. that's what I need.
Your defense goes up to 10.
Is there attack of opportunity in this game, or are I safe to run away from this dude in front
There
of me?
is not an attack of opportunity.
Hooray.
5, 6.
Yeah, unless an enemy has a specific skill or ability that allows them to attack if you don't, there is no attack of opportunity.
Heck yeah, then I am running like Tom Cruise.
Very awkwardly. You guys couldn't see that on the listeners, but I just did a fairly hilarious, terrible imitation of Tom Cruise running.
It's okay, he'll never see this.
He'll never see
It's
it.
iconic.
He'll never see it. I'm fine with that. All right, so that was your turn, Malachi. And then we will get. We're actually gonna get our boy Richard Ears will take a turn, and he is going to spend 2 inventory points to change the type of shot he's going to take with his magic cannon from a normal physical shot to he's going to change it to air. And he's going to shoot at the mage that shot at Jodie. And you see the color change on the arm cannon. In the bits where there are this kind of like glass panes, there's a whirring, and there is like it goes from this like light powder blue to this bright white color as it whirs up, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and he releases the shot at the mage with a large kickback that sends his elbow back a bit, and it's going so as this gust of air is shot out of the magic cannon. I'll go ahead and roll that attack. That's going to be a 13 versus the mage's magic defense, which will in fact hit him, and will do 30 points of damage. And Richard will kind of make a motion with the arm cannon, like he's twisting his wrist, but he's twisting that whole forearm. And you hear and you see what looks like an ammo cartridge like jump out of where the elbow would be. Go ahead, punk. Make my day. And the mage is now holding his chest, and he's like, "Oh, that wasn't very nice."
Clint Eastwood would be proud.
And Richard kind of looks at you. "I don't know who that is." And he's also going to move to one of the rocks and kind of get behind it, but also like still aiming at the group, training the arm cannon one at a time at each of them. That will end Richard's turn, which will take us to take us to the cynical demi-kobold. Like, I don't really understand why we're doing this, but if the boss says we gotta, then I guess we gotta. And he's going to look over at, let's see. Yeah, he's looking at Malachi.
Oh no.
And as he turns towards where Malachi is, there is this sense of foreboding that you're able to feel. It is oppressive as this dark aura overcomes him. And he is going to cast Omega at you. Oh, this is a thing that just happens because he just casts it. All right.
So Omega sounds bad.
Yes. You are going to lose some hit points, I'm afraid. In fact, you are... Oh, no. You are going to lose 24 hit points.
24 hit. Oh my gosh. I'm not looking good right now, guys.
Nope, you are, because as that happens, Jodie recoils one arm and flips one of her books off and uses the skill Protect. So I will take the damage for you.
Oh! Alright. 24 hit points at you. Go ahead and add those 24 hit points back to yourself, Malachi.
I appreciate you so much, Jodie.
You got it.
How are you doing though?
The book flies back to her arm. I've seen better days. You just subtracted the 25 that you just subtracted an additional 25.
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize you already did that.
I figured it out.
I gotcha. Cool. Very good. Very good.
And as it hit her, just because, I'm not there for flavor, the book glows purple.
Ooh.
And purple sparks come off of Jodie as the damage gets transferred to her as she's skyward.
Okay. All right. And the kobold goes, "Oh man!" And he kind of looks at both Malachi and at Jodie, and he does the "I see you" motion.
We see you as well. Just do the same motion back.
You know what? I'm gonna pluck those eyes out if you do that again.
Well, I'll do it again then. Bet you won't. And that will end his turn. Who's going next?
Are we back at the top?
We're back at the
I
top.
believe
Yeah.
so.
Badass. Then if we are back at the top of a new round, I'll go. For clarification, if I want to fly, is that just my movement?
That's just
Cool.
movement. Yeah, that's something that you can just
Then this
do.
doesn't affect what I was planning to do anyways. I'm going to use one of my dances. I think that's the way that it pops. Yeah, so I'm going to use one of my dances, and I'm going to spend 10 mind points for Umbra, which also then activates War Dancer on me, because I just cast a spell.
Okay.
So I am targeting the kobold that I was in combat with. Okay. Let's see if it will let me pull the thingy-majig. Use it. I don't know how you were doing it on the thing when it looked really cool. Basically, it is an insight plus willpower. So yeah, I already spent I just want to spend 10. Is it going to give me a roll? Nope, it doesn't.
It's insight plus willpower.
It's insight plus willpower? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure that I'm doing the right thing that I was hoping to do. Because Umbra is entropic magic, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so no, I need to perform a dance, because I read that wrong. So, Malachi, you're still within a distance of me, correct?
I assume within some form of distance.
You all tend to. I'm not even gonna make like that a thing. No matter what happens, you will all stay within range of one another.
Badass. Okay.
Battle formations.
Instead, I'm going to spend the 10 mind points to use Unicorn Dance, which is instantaneous. You choose an ally that is able to see you, that has a bond towards you, and that ally, you and that ally both recover the amount of hit points equal to your current dexterity size. So, and then I'm going to spend a Fabula point to make sure that Malachi and Lysandra have a bond. Because we never established that we all have bonds together. So I'm going to spend one to make sure we have a bond.
I will allow that.
So you are going to recover 1d12 worth of HP. Because you took damage twice, didn't you?
Was it twice? No, because the other one got absorbed by...
Because Jodie blocked.
Yes. So
you take 12 points of... You both take 12 points of healing.
So yes.
Fantastic.
And because I used a dance that time, because it's an actual dance, I now have War Dancer as a... Basically, I think the word I'm looking for is after you perform a dance, your attacks with brawling, dagger, flail, and thrown weapons deal SL extra damage until the start of your next turn. If you have an arcane weapon equipped, offensive spells you cast also deal extra damage until the start of your next turn. Because I believe I do have an arcane weapon, being my staff.
Your staff, all of your weapons are arcane weapons, essentially, because they're soul bonded.
So then, I'm gonna smack him with my magic stick with the daggers on it.
Hell yeah!
So I'm gonna making sure I have the right one equipped. So that's fun.
All right, so that's gonna be a 13 versus defense. I'm pretty sure that will hit him. Let's make sure. Yes, that will. He only has a 10 defense, so that will hit him. And you said it will do extra damage.
Yes, because of War Dancer. It says SL on it.
So whatever skill level is your dance, I believe.
My dance skill level is at 3.
Okay, so it does 3 extra damage, which brings that to 22 points of burning damage.
And the way that this thematically looks is that it's kind of the... See, I told you we can still dance together. It is fine. Hold on 1 second, though. And it's going to be clicking the staff again to make sure that it is on fire now. And the fire is wrapping around those blades at the end of it. And it's just spinning it once, and one of the motes goes out, and it's this like really pretty sparking, almost like little firework that goes over to Malachi and envelops him, and that's how you get the unicorn dance healing to it. But then that little spark also wraps around Lysandra a little bit, almost as if like little starlights cascading across their hair. That they then sweep away with one hand motion. It's just like, well, I didn't need that one. Malachi, you look good. You look a little bit better now. And then while not even looking at the kobold, it's just a quick smack and slash and then flying up in the air.
Iconic. I like it.
And it's that...
Yeah, he takes that.
Lysandra, I feel fantastic.
There's that little bit of cinder that is still like smoking off of this kobold. And it's just Lysandra's just flying up above, just right out of reach, like, can you fly? Would you like to come join me in the air? Which I think I am now.
And you see him like...
Yes?
I
think I'm now out of range of the boulders if I'm flying. Like, so Jodie can do whatever plan of action.
You certainly are. You're out of range of the boulders, and you are also out of range of any like melee attacks from the kobold, as that particular kobold is now like both trying to pat themselves and like leap up at you at the same time with their blades kind of like in a scissoring motion trying to get you. I've got something for you.
You promise?
Absolutely. And he is going to... He is going to attempt to drain your spirit.
I can do that too.
Joke's on you. Her spirit's unbreakable.
You set me on fire! What are you, some kind of arsonist?
Rude.
Does a 12 hit your magic defense?
Yes.
Okay, then you will... Oh. You will lose... Damn. 24 mind points.
Think I'm at that number? That sounds like the right number. Okay. Does it feel... What does it feel like?
It feels like you're... So you see, he like reaches up to you, and these tendrils of dark smoke, like tentacles, kind of wind up and past his arm, and up into your nose, and then it pulls, and it feels like It feels like if you've gone swimming for a long period of time and you've been underwater and you've got water up your nose, that feeling of the water suddenly draining from your nose, but like that like almost burning sensation because it's chlorinated, and he just pulls it from you. He's got no like it doesn't do any physical damage, but it will take those mind points from you. So, like that should hinder you a bit.
Not really, but good try.
I hate you so much.
No, you don't. You think I'm fun. That's why you've been paying attention to me.
You're right, I am. I do think you're fun.
Jodie takes out a fan.
Fanning with the book.
It's decisive.
Yep. Yes!
Fanning herself with the book.
Book fans, boys and girls, book fans. I am here for it. That will end our kobold's turn. Who's up next? Heroes?
Now.
My.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody is shielded, except maybe Carrera. Is Carrera?
Carrera's up high enough to where he won't be affected.
Okay. All right. Jodie's going to go to trigger the trap, and you said it was a wire, correct?
Yep.
She is going to aim for that wire with one of her books so that it will not... She won't just be down. She's tempted to go down and just pull.
Yeah.
But she's like, I will get hit if I do that. So she's aiming with her books, and as she once more does a little punching motion to release it, as she pulls back, the pages crackle. And again, it's like little bits of lightning-esque around it,
Okay.
except it's not electricity. It goes from purple to white as the pages of the book sharpen.
Yeah.
To truly cut this wire. And then she launches her fist forward and the book comes off.
All right. Make me an attack roll with your Book of Jodie.
All right. That is might plus might. Okay. And I would like to use a Fabby love point to add to my roll.
Yep. We'll add 2 to that.
All right. So So I'd add just 2 points or 2d10.
I believe it's just. Let me double check. I think it's just 2, but I want to be right about this.
Okay. So my fabulous points go down to 3. Because you said use them to level up.
Yeah, you want to use them. Oh, so you would use it to add a bond strength to a check. So whose bond are you using?
Use it for a bond strength to a check.
Yeah.
You have a bond with Richard.
I use it with Richard.
All right. So I
Since I
believe
bond with that check.
that would just add a +1 to your roll.
+1 to my roll. So, okay.
Yeah, it's like because all your bonds, like you just have, that would just be a 1. So yeah.
14.
14. As you fling your axe towards the wire, it almost looks like it's going to go and hit the kobolds themselves, and they all kind of back away as they as they watch your book come down, your sharpened book, and there's almost for like this split second this look of "ha, you missed us," before the mages realize what you're actually aiming for. And that look of smug satisfaction suddenly turns into one of panic at the exact moment that the book slices through the wire. There is this pinging noise as the wire snaps, and then a creaking as the thing that was holding that plank of wood, that frail plank of wood in place, suddenly is untethered. The wood begins to creak and bend and then shatters as all of those boulders begin to tumble down the hill at speeds of which the kobolds were not prepared for. Jodie. I would love for you to roll me 10d12s.
10d12s. Let's go. Okay. 10d12.
And you can do that just in the dice tray in the lower right hand.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
All right.
flark and go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll. Hey, I like that. 68.
You do 68 points of damage to each one of them. Jodie, tell me what it looks like as these boulders come down and crush these kobolds.
It's a cascade of nature and, just as her class is, fury. The boulders, there's a almost rumbling sound in contrast to the silence of that wire snapping. In fact, it's mostly the kobolds turn their heads ever so slightly at the flash of light, and then the sound comes. And they see Jodie floating in the air above it. Her expression isn't smug. It's simply calculating. And she shakes her head in disappointment at the choice that they made. And then to that one, eyes motion. But then a little side to side with, you're getting hit by a rock, Guess I won't pluck your eyes today. And they're not worth the battle banter. She just lets the results speak for themselves.
Hell yeah. And you see them all, you hear them more than see them whimper. And the dust clears. And you see one arm of one of the kobolds sticking out as if reaching to try and escape. And then falls. And then the arm begins to glow. And there's this weird glowing that comes from beneath the boulders as the bodies begin to dissipate into motes of light and float upwards and away. You have defeated this group of kobolds. And Richard comes out from behind the rock, arm transforming back, or gun arm transforming from gun back to hand, as he says, "That was inspired. I didn't even notice that. Wow, Jodie." And as he speaks, your book, which would have been trapped under the rubble were it not for your soul connection, suddenly there's a flash, and your book is back on your arm.
Hey there, this is Magnus, Goblin Artificer Extraordinaire, and you're listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play anthology podcast series. I hope you're enjoying the show. Now, let's get back to it and see what these crazy kids are up to.
All right, head count.
I think we are all fine.
Still alive. They could have accepted my offer for tacos.
Carrera
whirs over the rubble. It looks like you see this like beam from his eye light over the rocks as he's scanning them.
Wow. They're all gone. You got them all, Jodie.
Well, it was us or them, because this is what they prepared for us.
You know, it's not that bad.
But what, Carrera, what was that? Why were there just things floating up?
Oh, that's what happens to the creatures here when they die. That they usually just become the motes of light that's kind of become... We actually don't know what happens to them when they do that. It's a really good question.
Well, I don't like that.
Who am I to question another world's afterlife?
Wait, then what's necromancy like here? Because doesn't necromancy use bodies?
And you see Carrera kind of turn to the side a bit. The eye wings kind of gesticulate a little bit. And then he nods once.
Yes, well, I've seen it to where not all of the bodies dissipate like that. Particularly if they're killed by a necromancer, the bodies won't go away. Or if it's by like some kind of dark weapon, usually they can get the body to stay. Or if the body is more of a greater humanoid form, like you guys would be considered greater humanoid,
And Richard kind of makes a frown face a bit. So kobolds are lesser humanoids? That's kind of messed up.
I agree.
Yeah, who determines what's a greater and what's a lesser humanoid?
Maybe it is based on how powerful you are.
Carrera turns to Malachi.
One guess.
The guy did Dreamer.
Carrera nods.
Oh, cool. So he really needs to go. As if he didn't already, but not for one more reason.
What happens to all their equipment when they poof?
The equipment usually gets left behind.
Lysandra immediately starts digging for those daggers. Immediately.
It's like,
That's what.
it's like they ain't gonna miss it.
Yeah, and as you start digging for the daggers, Richard starts digging through where he last saw that smaller kobold. It's like, that smaller kobold was a trapper. I can use some of his bombs. if there are any left. And you find those two, they're called savage daggers. I'll add them to your character sheet later. And he finds a couple of bombs that were left over, but also a scroll of schematics, of 3 schematics for 3 separate trap types. So he will take those. Ooh, I can use this.
Richard, are you...
I would also like to search the
Richard, are you any good at modifying things?
Yes, I am. I'm a bit of a tinkerer.
We're going to talk next time we have some downtime. I have an idea I want to run past you.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. But here, and he will pull out for everyone. Does anyone need any healing or anything?
Well,
Yes, please.
okay, well that works. I was actually about to heal her myself, but
He
got
gives
something.
Gives Jodie an elixir, or a not an elixir, the other one,
Health potion?
a remedy, which will heal you for 50.
Oh,
And then that guy took mind points from you and will hand you a yellow potion. This is an elixir. That should help with that.
Huh. I was wondering why his tentacles decided to try to get handsy with my nose and just pulls out the cork with their teeth and then drinks it on the other side and then corks it back from the teeth. Doesn't taste too bad.
No, I try to make them as fruity as I can because, it helps it go down a bit better. And you gain 50 mind points back.
it's very considerate of you. To consider flavor, I mean.
Oh, well, yeah. Listen, I've been around a bunch, and I know that the stuff that you buy at, like, the market and stuff, that tends to not be... They're good quality, but they don't really taste all that great. So, I do what I can.
It's appreciated.
Of course. And the Heretus are behind you, and they kind of come back. Jodie, as you're digging through the rubble, you find a pouch. You find about 1,500 zenith.
yes.
Okay.
1,500 zenith.
And a gnarled wizard staff, or mage staff.
Gnarled mage staff. Well, I can't use that. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. And as she's digging and looting, she's also looking for just like little things of theirs, like necklaces, bracelets.
Okay.
Is there anything like that? Okay.
Roll me a D100.
D100. Okay, hold up. Just... My D100 is not here.
You can roll it in the dice tray.
Oh. They have a D100?
Yeah, it's the 2 dice.
Oh, they do.
But now it begs
All right.
the question, where is yours?
That's why I'm like, where is it?
It went by dice.
83. Okay.
83?
That's lovely. You find a small necklace. Leather cord with what looks like a row of different sized tusks. And the tusks look very similar to Desi's tusks. So you're able to tell that these are orc and half-orc tusks.
All right. And she takes this.
And you also get a chirp from your pouch the moment you take those tusks in your hand. And Jodie, in your items on your character sheet, I included an arcane tablet that is chirping and flashing a light at you.
There's like chirp, like tweet,
Like a
Jodie tilts her head slightly, and she reaches into the pouch and studies this tablet and the necklace.
The tablet fires on its own as you are holding one in each hand. And it says, "Alert. You have just fulfilled a bounty for the notorious Kobold gang, the Bougie Boys.
My character broken. Sorry.
I'm sorry, her laugh got me. I was like, golly.
That was amazing.
Sorry.
I love that.
Last gang name. Last. What would you call this?
Bougie
A
boys.
troop?
The Bougie Boys.
I was like, okay.
Upon your return to any circle location, you will receive a bounty credit of 2,000 zenith.
Well, we're starting to make a little trove for ourselves. Apparently these were the Bougie Boys, and they had a bougie bounty for 2,000 zenith. Is that a lot?
Carrera kind of, the eye light kind of blinks, and kind of, he says,
Well, it's not going to make you super rich, but it's a decent amount. You could buy some nice supplies with that.
Alright, we can buy some very decent. Sorry, I've been watching a cat on TikTok.
Back in character.
It's gonna be that's what we need, because I was realizing we're very lucky to have you, Richard, because I was not doing so hot there after that. And she's gonna go back down, and I assume that I need this to prove the bounty,
Yeah.
right? So she puts that into her pouch, and she looks again for just some kind of small piece of jewelry or like an armband or something.
with that roll, you don't really find anything else that's of use. You find like some like tattered clothing that's been left over, and like maybe like a belt or two, but nothing of any real substance.
All right. She takes these belongings over to a little settlement of rocks from their camp. And she carefully places each item that she's found on the rock till it corresponds with the number of kobolds that she took out. And she bows her head for a second. May your name be sung in the wind forever, and may your soul find some real stars.
And Richard kind of blinks at that. That was really nice of you, Jodie. You didn't have to do that.
Well, no one's gonna have a chance to remember them. I might as well.
You say that, but I plan on having their leader dance with me for a while. And it is still Lysandra, like, looking over these blades. And it's kind of the, like, comparing the blade size to the ones on the staff, and then trying, and, like, kind of, like, angling them to see how they might be tinkered and added to it.
Are you touching the blades to the staff?
No, they're not touching. Like, it is more of the, like, there is a
Okay.
that scares me and makes me want to do it now.
Okay. Okay.
Do it.
But I would like to give these a once over and see if I can have Richard help me study these real quick. Because I think that's how you inspect things in Fabula Ultima. Because I do have a bond with him.
Yep, you studied them. Yeah.
So I basically want us to look over these, like, while Jodie is doing the little ceremony thing afterwards, to see if there's anything special about these blades.
Go ahead and make me a insight plus insight roll and add +1 using your bond with Richard. It was a 6 total.
I'm not very good at insight.
So Richard kind of helps look at that, and well, I don't see anything really special about them except that they're curved and they're kind of serrated. I mean, whatever you hit, you'll be able to make them bleed a lot.
Do you think I'll be able to put this on my staff? Make it a little bit spicier.
Hi there, I'm Sphinx Akashaa, your champion of Bards, and you're listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play podcast anthology series. I really hope you're enjoying the show. Why don't we get back to it? And he takes a look at the blades, and he takes a look at you. May I examine your staff?
And then basically presses button and shunts it back together to where everything, like, the chain is now on the internal mechanism again. So it's just one solid piece, and then clicks it again and tilts it to the side, and it collapses in so he can have an easier way of looking at it with the blades in better view.
Cool.
There you go.
And he will take the staff from you, and he will kind of check he will click it so you can check the blades out, and he will. Okay, he's gonna roll his own study check. That's lovely. So he kind of shifts the blade, and he holds the other blade in his hand, the savage blades, and he looks like he has to forcibly pull your staff away from your blade.
All right, here.
Okay, that was weird.
Okay, I'm not going to let you become cannon fodder of my staff having an attitude. Hand them back over. Come here.
Okay. If you put them close enough together, the blade the staff seems to want to touch the blade a bit. I don't know if you felt that, but I certainly did.
Are you, and literally it's Lysandra talking to the staff and talking to the blade on the staff. Are you wanting to make friends?
And because it is bonded to your spirit, you feel this warm affirmation.
Okay, if you want to make friends, you can make friends. Do not scare our friends. I will find you plenty of friends and you can make many of them. I love you. You are doing wonderful. You have treated me well. You beautiful, beautiful weapon. And then just places a little kiss on the blade and then puts them together.
Your blade or your staff and that blade don't even touch to like make a sound. The moment you begin putting them together, it's like the blade diffuses. The savage blade begins to diffuse, and that energy shoves itself onto your staff, and the blade that is currently out on the staff curves just a little bit, and then both edges serrate themselves.
Look at you growing up and making friends. I'm so proud of you. My pretty. You're so pretty. You make me so proud.
And you feel this like sense of joy come from your staff, and then the blade on the other side also whoosh, out. It is still the normal blade you had before, but you feel this longing coming from it.
All right. Well, I guess actually I have an idea. Do we still have that wizard staff? Do you want to make friends with the wizard staff? Or do you just like sharp, pointy things?
You feel as if like it gives you this sense of the wizard staff will do nothing for it. It wants the other blade.
Have the other blade, that is fine. And then flip over and then do the exact same thing.
Same thing. The blade just diffuses into the staff. It curves in the opposite direction, but also serrates. You have just added the tag savage to your bladed staff function. You now have the ability to make things bleed, to cause the bleed effect.
If I had a nickel for every time one of my characters caused fighting dancing and can give the bleed effect, I'd have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice, right?
Weird that it happened twice.
This one has a much lower AC than my other one.
I will add. I will add that to your to the weapon, to both versions of the weapon later. But yeah, you can now make things bleed. You have added the savage
Fantastic.
effect. And you, Jodie, you watching this? You suddenly have this flash of insight that I will give you. I will give this to you without having to roll for it. You get the sense that if you find weapons that are similar to the weapons that are bonded to you, and that if they are powerful enough, you can cause them to bond with your weapon, and can cause your weapons to evolve.
Our babies can grow up.
Lysandra, I learn something new from you every day.
I'm very good at that sometimes. And it is still Lysandra cuddling with this.
All the time.
Should we be concerned that she's conversing?
Do you
with
not
her
converse with yours?
No, because...
You should. No.
Well, maybe you should try, because...
And your staff...
If you do...
Your staff suddenly gets very disgruntled at you, Malachi.
Do I feel this?
You feel in your core this like sense of disgruntled this disgruntlement, this discontent as you say those words, and you feel it coming from your staff.
I
Oh, Malachi.
look at my staff. It's like, do you want to talk to me?
And you get the sense from your staff that basically says, duh.
Oh. My apologies. I was unaware that you were, sentient.
And you feel this long-suffering sigh come from your staff. Just like
I suppose that's understandable. I apologize sincerely. I thought you were just a staff. But I see that you are more than this.
So Malachi, you get this image from your staff of yourself as a younger man, fresh-faced out of college, that looks at you with a very grand gesture, gesturing outward towards you, and then with that same hand gesturing and touching their own chest. And you hear, in a voice not dissimilar from your own, "We are one." And then the image vanishes.
I don't know if that was something very poignant or a Lion King reference, but I loved it either way.
And from there, you get this image of like Martin Short in your head, just going 2 thumbs up, big old grin.
Who has that staff? The other wizard staff.
Oh, well, I have this gnarled mage staff. Go ahead and try and do this experiment. She tosses it over.
I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna see if I can kind of do what...
Oh, good catch.
Thank you.
The moment you catch the staff, you feel the pull from your own staff. Well,
Oh.
trying to move towards the staff in your other hand.
Oh, okay. You two like each other. All right. Well, I'm not gonna stop you from doing what I wouldn't do, so... And I just kind of let them touch.
So you touch the staffs together?
Yes.
Just the tips?
The whole thing.
Whole thing, shaft and all?
Shaft and all, baby. You watch as the gnarled staff dissipates into fragments. Which at first look like it splinters off into just splinters of wood that then begin to glow and begin to flatten into what look like leaf shapes that then become kind of this gold plating that then just one by one place themselves and affix themselves to the rod of your staff.
Very lovely.
And as the last one affixes itself, there is a shimmer across the whole of your staff. And in your mind's eye, or mind's ear, I guess, you hear,
Do You like that, little buddy?
And you get this image of President Mars with this warm smile on his face, kind of looking at you sideways and nodding. And you get this information now in your mind that whatever damage you do with this staff, you will add 10 arcane damage to that.
Ooh, lovely. Well, I guess that means we'll have to find more for you, huh?
And from that you get this image of Scooby-Doo very enthusiastically nodding.
Talk about feed me Seymour.
And then you hear
And you thought I was crazy talking to mine.
you hear in your mind, "That's right, boy. You can do it."
Okay, I like this. I like talking to my staff. You're not weird, Lysandra. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. For now.
You can't take back your apology later.
And why not?
No, but I can take back the acceptance.
Because what if you're not being sincere?
But I am being sincere.
For now?
What? Why do you both keep saying for now?
You're a little bit wishy-washy sometimes with the compliments and the insults and the backhanded compliments, and sometimes you mean it, but sometimes you get a little high-strung about it, and sometimes you like to just make fun of people because you like them and they're your friends. And that is okay.
I always mean my compliments.
Richard looks at all of you and then looks
Gosh,
over. Oh no.
11:53 p.m. I always...
Why are we writing this down?
Because she must.
Don't worry about it.
Richard looks at all of you and then looks at Carrera, who's now like floating nearby, and he's like, Are they always like this? And Carrera just kind of uses the little eye wings to kind of shrug.
Mostly from what I can tell.
And Richard just goes, "Huh. Okay. Well, if I got everything that I need, if you guys are ready to go, I can take you further. We can actually go into the forest now."
Alright, which one do you want to saddle up with? Who are you riding with?
Who did he ride with last time?
I think it was me.
I think I'm going to ride
Was
with
it me?
Jodie this time. No offense to you or anything, but it's good to switch it up.
Come on, Carrera.
And Carrera just kind of
right.
whirs
steer.
back over, and he goes,
Oh, I get to drive this time?
You get to drive.
My sister never lets me drive.
and he sits. The little legs come out, and he sits just in front of you. And as you all wander down the mountainside, you come to this wall of bush and trees. They are tall and gray. Both the bark of the trees and the leaves themselves, what few leaves exist on these trees. And as you wander into the forest, Malachi, I'd like for you to make me a travel roll, please.
Can do, sir.
And that is going to be...
I know I have well traveled.
Yes. Let me get you what your normal... What that would look like normally. So we are going into a vast forest. So that would be normally a D12. So you will lower that with your well traveled to a D10.
Sounds like a plan, Stan. Ha!
What'd you roll?
Got a 1. Yeah.
With this being the end of the episode, this has gone... I had hoped for this. I didn't think it would happen, but I've planned for this.
Oh, here we go. Let's go.
Oh, the glass is off and then back on. Oh!
You wander through the forest. You see on either sides of you strange creatures that appear and then disappear. There is a group of will-o'-the-wisps that fly over, like they investigate you a bit, and then they fly away. There is a colony, a clutch, rather, of zombie squirrels that walk on hind legs past you, chanting, "There are no cats in America, and the streets are filled with cheese and brains." And they wander off into the other bit of the forest. But then it almost feels like it takes forever and then no time at all. You reach what looks like a small cabin with a thatched roof. There is a small garden full of beautiful flowers, orchids, lilies, and what looks like a rows of herbs. And sitting there in a mechanical chair, he is aged and... Jodie, I'm going to let you tell me, what did your father look like the last time you saw him?
His hair had started to gray. You know, when you're a bank, you tend to gray early. But not quite to the degree she had. He still had a bit of color on the top. He wasn't a well-built man, but he was very sinewy. You know, life of the average blue-collar worker. And not much else to say. Just an average man who wanted more for himself. Wanted a whole nother world.
And you see this near emaciated version of your father sitting there, the blanket over his legs, his gnarled and skinny hands fidgeting with some kind of device. father always was a bit of a tinkerer. There is a beard, wispy and gray, that has grown there. His hair has gotten a bit longer, but it looks like there has been braids kind of interwoven in the hair, now completely white. His jaws are a bit sunken in. He's wearing a kind of a vest, like a leather vest top. Very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very, very much from this world, this vest. And you can see that there are bits of his arm that seem to have been replaced with some of this dark tree bark. And it goes up to the neck, just underneath the jaw. And as he continues to kind of tinker, the door to the hut opens. And a tall, slender-built, cream and coffee-skinned woman walks out. Hair cut short. Bit of an undercut, shaved at the sides. Shock of bone-white hair at the top. Bright blue eyes. Angular features. Long, pointed elf ears. She's wearing this white robe that gets darker, like that goes to gray and then goes to black. The further it gets into the floor, until if there were shadow beneath her, it would pool into the shadow. But there's no shadow, just grass. And she is carrying with her a basket. And from behind her, about the size of a pony, the skeleton of a direwolf steps out. But surrounding the skeleton is a bright blue flame. And she sees you first, and a big smile appears. Oh, look at that! I have been expecting you. Greetings. Heroes, come in. My name is Lysandra. Is Alessandra Emilion. And she bows. And the man looks up. And his eyes scan Lysandra. And then Malachi. And then they fix upon you, Jodie. And there is a slight head tilt. There is a look of recognition, and then pain, and then sadness as he speaks. Buttercup.
Daddy?
And that's where we're going to end our episode. Thank you. I got kind of emotional there. Ooh, I've been sitting on that for a long time. So, thanks to first off, I want to shout out Sweet Tea's Nat 1 Wayfair or travel roll. Because that's the only reason that happened as quickly as it did, without incident.
To be fair, that was all luck.
I had an entire roll table of possible encounters based on how well you rolled, and that was the nat 1. So, wayfarers, listeners, heroes, you have fought and creatively defeated the Bougie Boys. This band of kobolds who are in fact bad and bougie, and bad at being bougie. You also made a couple of very interesting discoveries. One, that you can cause your weapons to evolve. And then you found Lysandra. But you found that she was not alone. Gordon Bank, seeming to be a lot older than he was when you last saw him. Also a lot more frail for somehow. Is there. As for why and how, that will be a conversation between Jodie and her father that will happen next episode.
My gosh.
Whew.
It's gonna get heavy.
As well as, getting to know Lysandra, who seems happier than most necromancers that you that you might have met before. Mm. But
I'm gonna pet the fire puppy.
Of course, Lysandra is going to pet the fire puppy.
Of course.
I'm gonna pet the fire puppy.
She not.
It'll be fine. She has resistance to fire. It'll be fine.
I do.
I guess you would have to, considering.
Yeah. Yes, you will. Oh my goodness. So, you all have a lot to look forward to next episode. And I'm looking forward to that as well. So, I would like to thank all of you, wayfarers, listeners, as well as my cast, for being here and partaking of this. We are almost at the halfway point. Next episode will be episode 10. And we'll be halfway through this story.
Mm-hmm.
And what I have in store for the second half. Boy, oh boy. But that is a then scenario. Please check out all of us, all of my wonderful cast. Go into the show description, wherever you are listening to this show, and click on the Beacons link in that show description to get to all of our profiles, where you can see all of our all the things that we're involved in. Like Brynniursa is getting ready. If you haven't already posted, I think you're getting ready to post the final episode of Echoes of Actor.
Tech withstanding. It was supposed to go today. Tech issues happened yesterday. And so we're fighting to get it up. It's getting in this weekend somehow, some way.
Yeah. Good things are worth waiting for.
Yes, they are. And I've started on episode 1, and boy, oh boy, do you deserve that nomination.
Yes, she does.
Holy.
You're listening to it?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm watching it on YouTube, and I'm just like, oh boy. I need to. Oh, I will probably spend a good deal of this weekend listening to the rest of it if I can, because it's so good. It is so good and so compelling, and I love all the characters. I love them so much. Man, that Sweet Tea also being a part of that show.
Mm-hmm.
That flashback with your character and their wife. I was into that at work, and I started sobbing.
Oh.
So you guys already have me hooked. So
Ignore some of my sound choices in episodes.
I will remember that, I guess. So yeah, listen, check out Brynniursa, check out Bardic Sweet Tea. Of course, also check out the lovely Madness Diamond, who, and I believe Gehenna Games is getting ready to post Violence Against Nature, which is the Eldritch Automata game that both Diamond and myself are a part of. And it's so good and so dark and so just emotionally rich. Such a good time. So there'll be more information, of course, with that. Diamond, do you have anything to say to speak on that?
So it's gonna be a 3-part series, but there's gonna be a fun 4th episode that will either go up first or last. That is myself, our lovely Sphinx Akashaa, that beautiful man, and then our lovely friend and GM Kyle, running through how character creation works in the system. It is a Year Zero engine system, so it is very familiar for anybody who's played the Alien RPG. It's familiar for anybody who's played Tales from the Loop. So it uses about the same tracking and character building. And it's one of my favorites. I've been a big advocate for EA since it got announced as a teaser. So, and I like to claim that I am one of the biggest fangirls of it. And I fangirled a little bit too close to the sun with this project. But it was amazing and I love it. But yeah, but the actual AP itself, Violence Against Nature, will be a 3-part series with a predominantly BIPOC cast. The only person who is not a BIPOC person being our GM. And it was brought together by myself and Kyle, wanting to bring some kind of chaos, eldritch energy with BIPOC players into the space with a game system that we both love. And Kyle wrote the, basically, the supplement for the AP that we ended up running. Or the setting, I guess, scenario.
Hell yeah.
Words. So yes, Kyle wrote the scenario, Violence Against Nature. And it's a wonderful time. And you'll be able to meet our lovely characters in episode 1 and see what these crazy pilots are up to. And it's going to be great.
Yeah, and for all of us, being a BIPOC cast, having another show that is mostly BIPOC just rings real close to home for me, as that's something that I wholeheartedly believe in within the space that we need more of, which is part of the reason why I put this show together. So it's a huge part of the reason why I put this show together. But more on that at another time. We don't have to go into that. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that go live. Like Diamond said, it was such a fun time. I've played, this is the second time I've played Eldritch Automata, and it just gets better every time I've played it. So I'm so excited. It's
Truly.
Great stuff. So look out for that.
It is one of my favorites.
Absolutely. Look out for that. Also, as we alluded to before, as the lovely Madness Diamond talked about before, check out Friday Afternoon Tea. It's a small, family-owned, queer-owned, Latina-owned, geeky-themed local tea company, local to the Washington area, but they also do shipping out and about, where you can find loose leaf teas, custom tea blends, tea wares and accessories, and they do educational tastings as well at their tea shop. We've got a bunch of tea blends based on some of your favorite fandoms like Battlestar Galactica, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Our Flag Means Death, and many, many, many more. A lot of them also shuffle in and out seasonally, so all the ones that I just named are are currently out and about for the summer. So check it out. Go to FridayTea.com. Check out the teas, and when you inevitably, because you will, buy some tea, get yourself to checkout and enter code Multiverse. That's MULTEAVERSE to get yourself 10% off at checkout. You'll be benefiting us, you'll be benefiting yourself with all the wonderful tea that you'll buy, and you'll be benefiting Friday by helping out a small local queer-owned and Latino-owned business. So, yeah, until next time, I think that about covers it. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we get some answers about Jodie's dad and why the hell Jodie's dad is here and what's happened to him. And also, whether or not Lysandra, or whether or not Lysandra can pet the puppy. And also, if Alessandra can in fact help our friend Curator. But that's all for the next part of our story, which is a part of the Storied Path. And if you continue walking the Storied Path, because all stories, and all stories are important here, and all stories are part of the Storied Path. You can't walk down any one path without knowing where you're going. You can't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. That's where stories come in. So keep to the Storied Path. And as always, may the dice roll ever in your favor. We'll see you next time. You have been listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play anthology series. This episode is from the campaign The Last Story. Your cast has been Madness Diamond as Lysandra Agni, Bardic Sweet Tea as Malachi Davis, Brynniursa as Jodie Bank, and Sphinx Akashaa as the Storyteller. For access to the main show, more bonus episodes, and more information about our wonderful cast, access to the show's Discord server, or if you'd like to support our show via Ko-fi, please follow the beacons link in the show description. We hope you continue to follow us as we continue to walk the storied path. May the dice roll ever in your favor.
Each child